Goodbye, last. Last goodbye.
Look, here, one of your relatives sent in a post from Sweden. Thank you, Nicholas. You rock. Nicholas, thanks. That's all this is. Pages and pages. Thanks, Nicholas. Nicholas, you rock. So cool. They're all from Sweden. Arthur Skriben from Sweden. Post.
What else are you going to do there?
What? That's it.
Get online and
Copenhagen, Denmark.
avoid the snow.
Every
Hero of the day!
Holmes.
Oh.
Thanks, Nicholas. Nicholas, thanks.
This is great.
Hero of the day.
Okay, so you guys are came up to the.
We're heroes of the day.
Now
Huh?
we're already scratching for it, so you guys are.
Check it out. Lots of people care about us, man. That's awesome.
James got more than me.
Well, I sent more in. This is a book. Love. Yeah.
How many did you get?
You rock, James. Love, James.
Huh?
Okay, let's start from over here.
Okay. Let's start with not such a serious one. This is from Clive Burr II, author. James, it would take many, many pages of rambling and babbling to try express my love, respect, and appreciation for your existence, so I'll spare you all the fuss. Very nice. I've read all about you sometimes. Love James. Sometimes I've read about how you sometimes slow songs down live a bit to put a little more hump into them. Sad but true, for example. Have you guys ever considered purposely playing certain songs a little too fast? Like an old-fashioned 85-esque, slightly too fast Four Horsemen or something. Have we ever played something too fast?
I don't think there is such a thing as too fast, is there?
Not with Slayer around.
Maybe we were at a time when we were in a hurry
Every time,
to
I mean,
get
I'd
somewhere.
say the only time is it's every time we rehearse Dyer's Eve. It's so fast that it doesn't sound good, which is why we don't play. That's why we don't play it.
It's so fast it doesn't register and the time. The concept of time.
Yeah.
It goes by so fast.
Exists outside the space-time continuum.
But yes, I feel
Hey, are you in the band? What the fuck are you
that
doing?
we definitely do slow songs down, like Sabbath True or Seek and Destroy. Even tune them down, which gives them a little more, as this guy puts hump, or like I don't know how you spell that, but there are certainly times where certain songs are faster. I don't know so much if they're on purpose or not, but that is what certain people are feeling. That's what certain people are feeling at the moment. Okay, your turn now. La, hey, how's it going?
Okay. Okay, let me pick a nice short one. Okay. All right, this is.
I've seen a picture of you guys picking each other.
Okay, this is from Racco16 from La Paz, Baja California Sur, Mexico. Okay. Hey Kirk, you're so fucking cool. I love your souls. We love you. Okay, here are my questions. Do you like the superhero movies that have been getting released? Spider-Man, Daredevil, X-Men? If so, what's your favorite? No. Do you like the American version of The Ring? No. What's your favorite superhero? The Spectre. What's your favorite Saint Anger song? And which one do you think was the more challenging? My favorite Saint Anger song? That's a hard one, because they're all pretty much my favorite right now. And the most challenging was the one we had the most problems playing. Will you say Revolver, My Band, is one of your favorite bands? Yes. Okay. You're next, man.
Okay, here we go. This is the author is Star Wars 83. Okay.
George Lucas in it. Cool.
Location: Coruscant in a galaxy far away. This guy is crazy. Hey there, Rob. How long did you have to train to become the Shaolin base master kung fu motherfucker of the West Side G?
It actually says that,
It
doesn't
says that,
Right on.
Many, many years, my child. I started out with actually flies, like catching flies with my fingertips,
Then grasshoppers.
blindfolded, and then chasing grasshoppers, and watched many, many, many Bruce Lee movies, and took my Taekwondo and applied it. And then I got into Shotokan, and
Budokan.
Here I am, Budokan, yeah. So that's where I got it from. Lots of Bruce Lee movies. And Samurai Whiskey Warlord motherfucker would have probably been more appropriate. Thank you.
That's pretty spot on, though.
Yeah.
Here's one from Justice is Here. Have any hot chicks complimented you on your new hairdo? Just the wife. Yeah, just good. Just the wife. She was actually the one that
Cut it.
she was,
In my sleep.
she was the one that wanted me to cut it.
Cuts my hair when I'm
Because
sleeping.
I wanted to grow my hair for you, the fans, because that's how dedicated I am to Metallica and to what you want. And she wouldn't have it. So I'm sorry. Had to take the wife.
Yeah, you got the shot.
What?
Speaking of hairdos,
Don't look that bad.
no?
Nah.
Why not?
Why not?
Trying to. Okay. Oh, I had a good one. No, it's gone. Oh. Author Big Cause 78 from LA. Stupid question, but what the flock? I've been wanting to create James Hetfield in my Madden football game. Raiders, of course. What position and number would you be? Kirk's the kicker, and Lars is the punter. Punter, what about you? What position would I be? I would be, gotta be lead water boy. Rhythm water boy.
You'd be the quarterback, man.
I would be the quarterback.
You'd be the quarterback.
I'd be the quarterback, number like a half. 0.5. No, 0.75, 3/4. I like that.
Okay, is it my turn?
Your turn.
Okay, this
I pass.
Okay. This is from Freakin' Fixer, and he's from Melbourne, Australia. Okay, a couple questions, he says. For the new album, have you used any new guitar techniques that you haven't previously used before? Yes. With your guitar work on the new album, has your playing been from demo tapes or is it totally improvised on the spot? The entire album is totally improvised on the spot, my friend. As a musician, has making this album changed you and given you new elements in your guitar playing form? Has it expanded you and given you new musical horizons? And I must say, this album is the most complete band statement we've ever made, and I am playing for the song more than ever before. Does anyone want to expound on that?
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
Yes, you kick ass.
Thank you, man. So
What?
do you, quarterback.
Love James.
Thank you. Love Kirk. I pass.
Pass the baton to I. Okay, this one's from the author is Yoda, and he's from Canada.
Dude, what's it with the George Lucas
I
people?
don't know what's going on here with this for me.
They want
And
you
it-
to be in movies already.
I know, man. Lucas is right up the road too, huh? Lucas Valley. Anyway, hey Rob, once again, welcome to the family. I just can't say that enough. No. Okay, what made you decide to audition for Metallica, and why did you accept the challenge? Well, my friend, history, honor, the privilege, and the amazing challenge of it It's a very special moment for me. So these guys are my brothers now, my new family, and I'm stoked to be here.
And we're all sitting on one couch.
That's right. So you know we tight.
Yeah.
You know we'd be tight.
You passing?
No, I'm not passing at all.
You,
I'm gonna torture. Okay? I'm gonna torture people. 22 questions from one guy. See?
Oh my God.
Lars, you are the smartest man alive. Thank you. I love you.
Love Lars.
What an honor to be able to ask you and the rest of the guys some questions. Blah, blah, ha, ha. Long live the Great Dane. Pick a number between 1 and 22, somebody.
13.
13.
23.
What are your favorite bands to listen to nowadays? The Dotsons, Metallica, Queens. Godsmack. Do you still turn on Diamond Head or Deep Purple, old new White Stripes, the new White Stripes Elephant record? It's very difficult to read this. Do you still turn on Diamond Head and Deep Purple, old new Wapping? When we're firing up the old jukebox down in the pinball, and then down when we're playing pool and stuff, there's a bunch of that caper in there. All right, so we're trying one more. Pick another number, Kirk.
7.
Are there going to be any pictures of you guys decked out in eyeshadow on the San Anger booklet? None other, only Kirk.
Only me.
Only Kirk.
And I'm going to be wearing that fuzzy jacket that Lars wore on load, but on my head.
But nothing else.
Nothing else.
Armpit shadow.
One more. So we've done 3 of this, guys. Kirk, pick one.
11.
What are your favorite out of the studio activities?
When you're out of the studio.
Yes, there's such a thing. When was the last time we left?
Sleeping.
Sleeping, breathing,
Getting back to the studio.
eating. I think that's good, man. This is from Damage X Inc. Peter L. of Baltimore, Maryland. Or Castaways. I don't fucking. See? There you go. It's all written in mysteriously disappearing gray ink.
Okay. Is that it?
Well, do you try to drum every day? I try to not drum every day. Alright, I think that's good.
All right. Author. Stanger. Oh, it's supposed to be St. Anger, but Stanger's cool. Stanger 18. Location, New Hampshire. I actually feel quite honored to ask you a question which you probably won't answer anyway.
Next.
Oh, okay. Why do people write that? Because I will end up asking something stupid. Stupid. Lol. Oh, laugh out loud. Well, here it goes. What is one of your biggest motivations in writing music? I don't just mean all the lyrics and stuff, which I believe all the guys have worked on this album, but when you write specific riffs, is there any sort of feeling that you just pour into the guitar, or is it more technical than that? Thank you so much. Well, on this record, just jamming with the guys, just getting this, I don't know, this overwhelming of that. Just wanting to play. I think you're playing your favorite guitar, plug it into some amp that just sounds so good, turning it way up, like being in your own clubhouse, you can play as loud as you want. Just plugging into a new amp just really gets me motivated. When the crunch is there, I just write like 10 riffs. It feels really good. So that's not very technical. Thanks. I pass.
All right. This is from Iselt. I think that's how you pronounce it, in Silicon Valley, California. And they say, Hey Kirk, either you or someone else said on one of the videos that you go through different phases, and right now you're in surfer dude phase, what with the reggae and surfing and all. Which means, I guess, that you like to taste lots of different things life has to offer and immerse yourself in your favorites until you're fully sated. Just guessing. So my question finally is, what other interests do you have that you think might turn into a new phase? Well, let me tell you, Iselt. Whenever I get a new sort of interest, it's not really a phase. I tend to incorporate it into my lifestyle. Every sort of quote-unquote phase that I've had in the past is still with me now. It never really left. I still like horror movies. I'm still into yoga. I'm still into mountain biking. I still like to play guitar, and surfing is just another thing that I'm incorporating into my lifestyle, and it's just an amazing thing, man. It's just it's changed my life, really. It's made me a lot clearer and a lot healthier, and I've learned a lot of discipline, and there's a certain amount of mind over matter that comes with surfing. You know, it tests your mind, and I like that about surfing, and so I'm surfing for life. My bro right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you passing?
I'm passing.
Okay. Okay, this is a good one. All right. Hey, Rob. Oh, wait. Okay, this is the author is... Are the authors up top or at the bottom?
At the top.
Okay, here we go.
Sure?
Yeah.
Author Jordan.
Sure? I thought the author was at the bottom.
Well, then you better go back and...
Oh, no, they are at the top. You know that? Because the first one.
Right.
Oh, man.
Oh, darn. See.
So you fucking Yoda Holmes was...
Yeah, the Yoda Holmes. Another Yoda. Another Yoda. Hey, Rob. Okay, this is from Jordan. Actually, no, this isn't from Jordan. This is from Lead Harvester. And he's got a number of questions here, but I'll answer a couple real quick. What is your personal favorite Metallica albums? I like Ride the Lightning.
That's a good one.
And, I love them all. Don't get me wrong. Okay, hey, Rob. Welcome to the family. Do you are disappointed to not play the bass lines on St. Anger?
You are disappointed.
I are not disappointed.
Played him on the DVD.
I are not. I think it's amazing what Bob did as a bass player on the new St. Anger album. It sounds heavier than shit, big and fat, and his playing actually definitely makes a statement on the new stuff. And I was nothing but impressed. And Bob really kicked ass on this record. Of course, I look forward to playing on the next album and stuff, but no way. I think Bob kicked ass. It's amazing. And these guys have also given me the wonderful opportunity to be a part of this wonderful DVD, which is raw and in your face, and it's a great rehearsal moment for us. Come on! Thank you. I pass.
It's on mine again?
It's you.
It's on Sky Kirk again, too. Then I have to apologize for reading the wrong names. Fuck do I know? Well, Homespun that sent in the. Oh, okay. Well, Damage X, and it was dude from Baltimore. All right. Hi, Lars. This is the first question. Why not just read the first question? This is from Metjkl. Metjkl. Location, Minnesota. He posts. So I want to say the best drummer, blah, thank you. My question for you is, what are the average song lengths? I heard somewhere between 7 and 8 minutes. Could you confirm it? They're a bit longer than the last few records, I can tell you that. There's definitely some stuff that's up there. I mean, here's a good way. You know that we've confirmed that there'll be 11 songs on the record. And you know that we've talked about the fact that there'll be north of 70 minutes of music on the record. So get your calculator out and actually let me know what the average number is. So next time anybody asks me, I'll have the answer. But most of it sits somewhere between 5 and I guess 9 minutes. That was from how do you pronounce it? Metrical.
Magical.
And Met Jackal. Okay, you got one from him too?
No,
Was he the first guy?
I'm just good at not license plate stuff.
Okay.
Of course you are.
Oh, here's another one from him. I was wondering what your favorite song to play on the Injustice for All album is, considering it's your best work to date.
Invisible Kid.
By the way, your eating habits don't bother me. Justice for All, I like Harvester. Harvester was always a good time. What else? Dyer's Eve is
What
great
about the
rehearsal.
medley?
One day we'll play it on live.
The medley.
We played it live.
Huh? Yeah,
Played it live.
yeah, not together.
Thought we played it for dude.
Make a wish, dude.
Oh yeah, that's
We
right.
played
You
it live
did.
before for somebody.
Yeah.
I think Harvest of Sorrow was always a good time. Hopefully, maybe we'll put that in the next couple tours. We haven't actually played that for a while. One's fun. You know what? My favorite part of One, having a good time.
Yeah.
My favorite part of One was when you guys did the dueling, battling axe. We should bring that back for the kids.
Oh yeah, that's right. When we used to trade off Lee.
Dude, that was fun.
Dude,
That was hella.
bring that
That was a
back.
highlight for me.
You know what?
Maybe no one else, but it was fun.
When we
Me too.
When we brought back Blackened for the tour a couple summers ago or whenever, that was also a bit of a good time because we hadn't played that for a long time. And the Shortest Straw I really liked. I liked them all.
I like Short Straw.
Well, we never played To Live Is To Die, did we? Oh, we did.
We played part of it,
Eye of the Beholder. Now, Eye of the Beholder, that one was a bit wobbly.
but that was a mainstay in our set for a while.
Eye of the Beholder?
Yeah, even though it was a bit wobbly.
That one part. And also sometimes the title track was a bit of a mouthful. Is that enough on that question? All right, next.
Step up.
Hey, man. Doodaloo. This is from Creeping Douche. Vancouver. It's BC. It's probably Bob. Hey, James. You are the most badass person. Oh, badass person. Not badass. In the world. But I've noticed that you have gone through some pretty different phases in your life. This is the same phase, guy?
Maybe it is.
Maybe it's just a phase and
Maybe
they're going through.
Yeah, phase that they're.
And you look considerably different in each of these, almost unrecognizable. Yeah, cool. Does it ever shock you to see old pictures of yourself? Because it is amazing how different a person can look over time, or does it simply bring back fond memories? I've certainly got too much time in front of the mirror, I think, with facial hair and stuff. Guys get to do that stuff.
Yeah.
They get to mess around with that stuff.
Right.
Just, I don't know, maybe you just get kind of bored at looking at myself every morning. But shocked to see old pictures? No. I'm amazed how, I don't know, it's weird to me when you see someone after 20 years and they show up and it's like, you look exactly the same.
Like Pusshead?
Haven't you done things or what? I don't know. Sometimes that's a little strange. But yeah, tons of fond memories from looking back at old pictures, putting up a bunch of old stuff in here again. Gotten into the mindset of celebrating old pictures and past stuff, and I think it's cool having pictures around from the past, kind of reminding you of what great times were there and what great times are to be had. So cool. I'm gonna do two like Lars, just so I can. This is a quick one. James, when you write your lyrics, do you have, this is from Voodoo Child, also in Canada. When you write your lyrics, do you have to be in a certain state of mind to write them? Like in California? No. Like in the mood to write. On this album, no. Things just happened. We'd get talking in here and things would start, like, I guess that would be some kind of mood. We'd sit around and talk and then just start getting really deep and just start, getting
Cultivating it,
fairly
yeah.
philosophical at times, sometimes overly philosophical, but then it puts more wonder and more just creativity in your mind, I think. So before it used to be, no, it just happens when it wants to happen, and I can put myself in that place whenever I want to also, which is pretty cool. Kirk tries to rhyme everything, so it's kind of funny.
It's the only way.
What were some of your
come
classics?
Please don't quote it.
Well, Kirk wants to make them rhyme for some reason.
That's the only way they'll come out, man. I don't know.
But
why
it's
it is.
funny because you're so, it's flow of consciousness, but then you make them rhyme.
Yeah, it's weird.
His best lyrics come when he's not trying so hard, I think. I think Lars really tries to get, down and maybe intellectualize it too much. And sometimes when you're trying too hard to do something, it doesn't kind of flow out. And a lot of times things he just said, instead of trying to write them down, were a lot more just natural and potent, I think. I think it was really lightening the load on me because I was overwhelmed by load and reload. Just 30 songs, write the words. Oh my God!
Yeah, it was an antidote to that.
Yeah. So here, start singing right now. Here's a mic. Come up with something right away. We come up with the music right away. Let's come up with the lyrics right away. And then I'd kind of be stuck, and someone else would throw something out, and then it got to that point of where everyone was kind of contributing.
Yeah.
And it felt good. It felt good to get some help.
Yeah, I remember freaking out because, James was there scribbling some stuff on a pad of paper, and all of a sudden Bob Rock came up to me with a pad of paper, pushing it in my direction. I was like, I don't want that. What are you doing? Then I took it and started writing, and same thing with Lars. We started getting results, and next thing you knew, we were all just, kind of doing it and collaborating, and it was great.
This is our last night in the studio here. We got a couple of things we got to get done. And it's 8:09 p.m.
Kirk's got to do 3 in a row.
I'll just go listen to
Kirk's
this.
doing a 3 in a row.
And we all have to pack, and some of us don't even own a suitcase.
Holy
now.
shit, you better tell someone to go get a suitcase for you, bro. Alright, this is by Z. And I don't know where Z comes from, but it's after the letter. Hang on, come here. Fall asleep. Check this out, okay?
Because in the construction you're shaping, he wasn't sitting in a living room with 30 intelligence officials. He was down in some safe underground part of this restaurant. That's what it was.
That's exactly right, and it may have been an underground of the western part.
You know what?
What's going on?
I got nothing bad to say. Actually, he's been working his fucking ass off. He worked his ass off this whole weekend mixing the last part of the DVD. So that's the past catching up with him. 10 years ago, I would have said it's something really negative and nasty. And I can't bring myself to it.
Hey, he needs his beauty rest just like anyone.
He needs
a little bit more. Yeah, okay.
So I guess.
Fall asleep on the last day. Oh,
Should I listen to these symbols or can you play them? Okay, I'll listen to
Kirk's
these
3 in a
symbols.
row.
All right, 3 in a row. Okay. This is from Z. I don't know where Z's from, but here we go. Kirk, first of all, thanks for being a very crucial part of the Metallica machine. Thank you. Question 1. I'd like to know more about your horses. I've owned horses for over 20 years, and I'm interested in knowing more about yours. So I have 2 horses. Well, I have one, and my wife has one. Frisian. They're both Frisian horses, and Frisian horses are from Friesland, which is from the Netherlands. and they're big black horses with long manes and long feathers, which means hair over their hoofs. They kind of look like black Clydesdales.
But if they're Frisian, why don't you put a blanket on them?
Because it's warm where I'm at. One's named Taba, and my horse is named Riska, and they're 3 and 4 years old. They're big and black. Riska's about 17 and a half hands tall, which is a pretty big horse. And they're both great horses, very smart, very gentle. I like to call them the gentle giants. And they're really, really great horses, easy to ride, easy to train. Riska's a little bit mouthy, you know. Every time I pet him on his snout, he likes to mouth at my hand, thinking that I have a nice juicy carrot for him. So I just give him a big one. And yeah, he also stepped on my foot once, and also took a piss on my leg once. But you know, that's all about, you know, all part about being around horses, as you know.
Did it hump your leg?
Goes with the
Not
territory.
yet. Not yet. Thank God.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, because that ain't no red pencil. That's like a red baseball bat.
That ain't no lipstick.
Okay, question 2. When are you going to show off those awesome tats on stage? Lose a shirt, blah, blah, blah. You know, I like wearing shirts on stage. They keep all the sweat off my guitar.
He's a clean man.
You know, it's just, I don't like to get chafed by my guitar strap. I have sensitive nipples. So, I hope that answers your question.
Kirk's a clean man. He's only comfortable with using his personal washroom and toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
You know it,
If he's
man.
got to take a crap, he ain't doing it at HQ.
Yeah,
he waits till he goes home.
No porta potties for me, man. No way.
And no pissing in his wetsuit either.
Yeah,
He
I
doesn't
won't
pee in
even
the
piss in my wetsuit.
You piss in yours, but
Yeah, I pissed in someone else's, not my own. That's just too gross. Because then you gotta swim around and recirculate water. And
See, I don't mind. It keeps me warm. So.
Yeah, well-
Especially up here in San Francisco
Yeah.
where it's totally freezing.
All right, let me do another one. Okay. All right, this is from. This is from Maniac, and Maniac is from Connecticut. All right. So he says, "Hey Kirk, you're the reason I play guitar. I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me, even if it was second-handedly. You're very welcome. My questions are: do comments such as the one above weird you out, or do they just flatter you? You know, I take them for what they're worth.
Sorry, man.
Hey, come on. I take them for what they're worth, you know, and I appreciate I appreciate the sentiment, and they don't weird me out. But you know, I also try not to hold them too close to my heart. And the third thing that Maniac asks is, also, are you still into yoga, or have you put that behind you now that you're surfing? And it's not really the load era anymore? Well, let me tell you, man. Just because it's not the load era anymore doesn't mean that I still don't do things that I did back then. I still do yoga, like I said.
You still breathe?
And I still breathe. I still play. You know, I still hang out with you guys. I still play load songs, even though it's not the load era. But thanks for asking.
What era is it?
What era is? Yeah, what is?
Stank.
It's the era of Saint Anger. All right. Okay, here's another one. All right. This is by Erwin Even Star from the East Coast. Okay. Erwin Even Star says, I wonder if he'll answer. Be like God answering one of my prayers. Anyways, Kirk, did you ever had it hard growing up? Like, did anyone make fun of you for being strange or unique? Not trying to insult you. Did you ever wish as a youngin' that you were someone else? Well, let me tell you, man, it was hard for me growing up, but I made it through. And, you know, people are still making fun of me because I'm strange and unique, and I haven't let it hold me back that much. In fact, you know, I kind of bask in the thought of being strange or unique. when I was young, for a second I wished that I was Jimi Hendrix, but only for a second, because he was dead by that time, and it says here, been a fan since I was a little bitty girl, and now being 18 and still a little bitty girl. Hell, I still love you. Thanks, Aaron. All right. You gonna do three?
We have to share one more.
That was three. Wasn't
Okay.
it? Or was it?
Well, I'll do one, and then you guys can. Okay. This is from the author is 1984, and he's from Melbourne, or she, or whoever. It's from Melbourne, Australia. Hey, man. Hey, mate. Do you have any tips for people trying to play bass? What is your favorite Metallica song to play right now? Well, okay, tips. Well, for one thing, definitely listen to as much musical styles as possible. I've always felt that's kind of an important thing. Don't be afraid to listen to jazz or, punk, is important because there's a lot of attitude in it. Funk, there's also a lot of attitude. Even like Motown or soul has great bass. Throw that in the mix with good old Sabbath and Deep Purple and even like Rush. Geddy Lee's a great monstrous bass player. Met songs, well, my favorite Met song to play has to be Dyer's Eve, but only 10 times faster than it really is. Period.
So
That's
it's
it.
like
It's alive, you mean.
it's like humming.
It has to be 10 times
So
faster.
it's so fast, it's like a hummingbird.
Well, we're like a CD skipping.
Yeah.
That's it for me. That's it. I pass.
Oh shoot. Okay, Lars. Busy.
What? What did I do?
What do you need? You gonna do a couple?
Do you want me to?
Sure.
Okay. My turn? Fucking helvede. Okay. Hi Lars, have you ever listened to the Danish band Red Warszawa? If yes, what do you think of it? That's from a guy in Denmark, surprise. I haven't. Never heard of them. What's...
All the questions? When is it? That'd be great. Almost 8:30.
Are you really an elf?
Future elf.
Hey Lars, are you really an
He's
elf?
the future elf.
Or does Nicholas have cool editing software? That's from Jihad.
Oh, whoa.
I'm just reading what it says here. After your vocal work on 53rd and 3rd, do you plan on doing any more in the future? Thank you. He wrote that, not me. That's from Omnibus in Pennsylvania. I can't answer that. It's not really something I've thought about. Do I plan on doing any more in the future? If the right situation comes up and my unique voice will be needed for something, I will be glad to step up to the plate. This is from Ultra Drummer. Is that Green Sparkle kit your new tour kit? Yes, it is. And it's really cool. I'm really psyched about it. It really, it sounds good. It's fun to play. We did all the DVD stuff on it. And I'm really pretty psyched about it. How much... I like this guy already because he calls me Mr. Ulrich. How much fun was it recording St. Anger? St. Anger was a lot of fun recording for a couple of different reasons. In that it was the basically on every previous record we had brought the songs into the studio, so there was a lot more. The studio was more of a place to just record, to execute. As we've talked about a couple times here. on this project, the studio was where everything was created. You know, the studio and the writing, the recording and the writing process was the same. Every day we'd just show up and we'd go in there and jam. And I think that out of jamming came something that was a lot more organic and kind of pure, and it was a lot more fun because there was no pressure. In the past, it was always the drums that had to be recorded first, and so there was always kind of pressure on me to get my shit done, so the other guys could go, and so it was a lot more fun doing it this way because not only did the vibe of what was created was so much better because like I said, it was more organic and pure, and all the ideas came up in the studio in there instead of people bringing them from home or me and James running off somewhere and writing by ourselves, and it was just a lot less. There was a lot less pressure, and so it was definitely more fun. And that's it.
Hey.
I'm here, man. I'm not like Bob, man. Okay. I got two. I have to do two because I can't pick which one I like better. Author, Bringer of Death. Lovely. St. Anger's Basement location. Okay. Hey, James, I just got to say that you are a true influence on my life, and I respect you more than anybody. Your music has been so moving to the point where it has saved me from feeling unimportant on this earth, among other things. Wow. Cool. My question is, when you hear people say stuff like this about changing their lives and being a big influence, how does it make you feel? Well, yeah, especially before rehab, I'd kind of, after being on the road for 2 years, someone says that to you, you kind of, I don't know, you get numb to it for some reason. But I don't want to feel numb to it because every person who comes up has got some story that's attached to Metallica somehow. And it blows me away that something that we've written or we've created has helped someone in their life. And what a gift that we've been given to pass on somehow through that person. Somehow that person has become a Metallica fan for a reason to get help somehow. So anyway, without getting super spiritual with it, it makes me feel great. It makes me feel connected to people, and that's something that's always been tough. I've been searching for in my life. There was one other one about playing guitar. There's something. Oh, here it is. Author is it's the same dude. But a different. It's Matt Jiggle. Hey, James, I just want to say how much I respect you for being able to sing and play a massive guitar at the same time. A massive guitar. It must be the double neck. It's a giant. I was wondering why in the Kill 'Em All days you weren't really excited about singing right away and why you felt uncomfortable. If you could answer this. I don't know. I was a shy kid. I didn't want to be the singer. I wanted to play guitar. Then I knew I wanted to be in a band, though. So everyone needed a singer, so I wanted to sing. And as far as singing and playing guitar together at the same time, that was another question I actually wanted to read. But kind of multitasking in a way, it's kind of like I grew up playing the piano, like right and left hand, doing different stuff, rhythm here, solo-y stuff here, or playing drums, which I think I can kind of do, or even riding like a motorcycle or something. There's like stuff going on at different times, and playing guitar is kind of the same thing, singing and playing. And someone wanted to tip on that.
Hand gestures.
Yeah, talking and signing.
Eating and
That'll
burping.
to you.
Breathing and thinking.
Yeah, if there's difficult parts, I just slow them way down and find out where my hand is when a certain word happens. And that's what it's all about. I know when I say, like,
If there are difficult parts,
or
you
something.
edit them out.
Exactly. We edit them together. It's all in the editing. So live, bring your Pro Tools when you show up at the concert. Anyway, thanks.